Good afternoon, Terrell here again, and this is part 2 of doing head gasket in car. We're going to start this by cleaning. Kind of can see that down there. We're going to go ahead and get both the cylinder walls, or the top of the block cleaned. And then get this head back on. There's the head fresh from the machine shop, looking absolutely perfect. I'll go ahead and clean this, time-lapsing it, and then I'll go ahead and install it, and I'll show you how I do this in car. Look at that, she's getting closer. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but she's about to that point where I can consider it good, get some brake clean on it, and then put the head gasket and the head on. Alrighty. That's now clean with brake cleaned off. To get this head on, I'm gonna install 2 new cylinder head bolts. Drop this on, they're gonna go right in the middle too. Alright, so kind of just the same as when I pulled this off. I'm gonna put all 6 of the head bolts in, just in the head itself, otherwise they won't sit in correctly. Now, here we go. Head's back on, just gotta torque it down now. Alright, cylinder head bolts are all torqued down. Now I'm gonna install all the bottom buckets. I took them out just so they didn't fall out off the head while this is in the car. I'm gonna install all 4 buckets and then both the upper and the lower cam, and then glue the cam holder on, and then glue the valve cover and everything on, and build the rest of this head up. I'm gonna show you about how much I like to put on these things, in case I haven't already. I'm gonna go along here, across there, and then across there. Get some of this stuff started. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's some air in this thing. There we go. We can see it's just a nice beat across all surfaces there. Nothing in the groove there, or there, or there, or there. I'm going to go ahead and install this on the car now. Now those are all tight. I can start assembling some of their stuff that the machine shop took off. Got the cam sensor sits right back here. Just pops right in. Put a bolt in there. And then I have the back stuff, so I have a coolant line that's gonna sit on the very back of the head. And then I have an oil line, for both those for the turbo. And then after this, I'll probably end up putting the cam seals in. And of course, like I said before, the valve cover. And then we can put the front cover on and start making this look, you know, more like an engine again. Now I accidentally made the mistake of not putting this oil line on first, so I just had to loosen up the coolant crossover pipe. But I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that back down now. And then I got that oil line on now. Alrighty, off camera, I just installed the coolant line back on the engine, and then this air pump line that comes across. I just found out the valve covers we got, they gave us 08 Impreza, so I have to get some new valve cover gaskets. I have to get some new valve cover gaskets tomorrow, but I'm gonna get new crush rings as well. I don't want any chance of these things leaking, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 6 new crush rings for this side, 2 for the oil feed line to the turbo, and then the AVCS stuff on top. I'm probably gonna get those seals still in for the cams tonight, and then I think I'll get the headers on, and then I'll probably call it a night, because I can't do the top with the intake on, with the bolts for the oil crush rings. All right, installed this cam seal and then this lower cam gear. Next, I gotta install this lower idler, and then I might end up timing this tonight and see how much farther I wanna get. Again, tomorrow, I have to get the crush rings for this line so I can get that all bolted up. All right, that pulley's on. I got the tensioner back on and this tension currently, or you know, untensioned. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these 3 bolts off of this AVCS cover and then time this. Probably do a time lapse of timing it. And then I think I'll get this front part done and then just throw the headers on and call it a night. All right, just timed it. Go ahead and show you marks on there. Mark is on there. Mark is on right there. Mark is on there. Mark right there. Hard to see on camera, but it's right on the money. All right, my phone died last night, but I got the engine timed, and I got the top timing belt guide on. And then I just got back from Subaru. I got the valve cover gasket and the crush washer, so we should be putting this engine the rest of the way together today. But it's all good and timed. All the marks are on, and then I just got to tighten these 2 up, and then put the cover on there, and then put the covers on the middle, and then the timing is all done. All right, we got the timing covers back on. I still have to get this crank pulley tight. And next, though, I'm getting this valve cover on. I just got the new valve cover gaskets. I'm gonna put silicone across here, the bottom like that, and then stick it on. Actually, yep, that's the bottom. And then go ahead and tighten all the bolts on.
Give it to me like.
And look at that, we got crush washer right there, crush washer right there, and a new one right You can't see it very well, but it's on that line too. Get these things tight. They're 217s, and then I'm gonna go ahead. Off camera, I just pulled the up pipe off the header, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop the up pipe on, and then put the header on, and then attach the two, and then the bottom is basically done, and then I'll just be doing the intake across the top, and the radiator, and the turbo. All right, here's the up pipe going back on. I'm basically just gonna hang this back here and put this, dang, this gasket's annoying, but this little piece on the top, so it'll sit just kind of like that, so it won't just fall off. Alrighty, look at that. You can see the headers are back on. I got that tight. I got it tight on the bottom of the up pipe, and I got these two tight up here. So headers are completely done. I need to get this crank bolt tight. I need to get this AC compressor tight, and then I need to get the stretch belt on here. And then the intake manifold and turbo, coolant, and then radiator, and I think we're about done. Okay, stretch belt is on now, AC compressor is tight. I think the next step will actually just be the intake manifold with coil packs and spark plugs and whatever else. There we go, all good to go. Just kidding, she's on there now. Everything is all buttoned up. When you do these, don't forget to tighten that coolant line on. And that one, that's also right down there. But I gotta get the coil packs in. Coil packs are all in. Just got the coolant reservoir on and the power steering pump tight. Gonna get the alternator on next, and then turbo. Just pretty simple. When I set these on, I put the lip of the turbo into this inlet right here, and then I put the oil return line down there, and then I just kind of push it forward and set it on all three of these studs, and they usually sit down pretty easily. All right, air pump is back on. When you put these on, if you don't know already, to get this line on the backside, much easier with the air pump to the side and not on. It's almost impossible the other way. Got that on though, the 2 bolts, this, and then alternator's on, got the top tight, got this on, both sides are tight, so looking good. I can put that alternator piece right there back on here if I want to. Again, anyways, getting the turbo done, and then finally, this will be about running, but I forgot that we swapped coil pack from a different car to this. And I know the other one's bad, so I need a new coil pack, so this won't run tonight, but it'll be very, very close. All right, I'm gonna try to show you best way I can how I put turbo on these things. I already kind of explained it, but I'm just gonna show you what I do. That way, if you're confused, you can see in real time how fast I do it, typically, at least. So I can't see super well because my flashlight from my phone is on. I'm gonna use this though. Oil return line is on, and turbo to up pipe. I don't like that. In fact, I see here. And look at that. Nicely. All right. So you can see the oil turn line down there went on beautifully. I guess you can't see super well, but it's on there well. All 3 nuts are on, and then I had to just move this turbo inlet on, and then move this oil line onto here. Put a crush washer on the bottom and the top, tighten that down, tighten all 3 of these nuts down, and then the downpipe. So just to make sure I have no coolant leaks tomorrow morning, or I guess tonight, I'm gonna pour coolant in without the intercooler in, just to be able to see anything back there. But I got the radiator in, got this piece on, got the intake on now, all plugged in, got the downpipe on, nice and tight. So like I said, just intercooler is pretty much left, and then obviously coolant, and battery. But it should be running maybe in an hour. All right, this morning I'm just about to start up this head gasket job. So you can see everything's back on. Got the intercooler on. Got coolant in the car. Got to just put the battery in. I got a coil pack in. So should be good to start it. sounds good. We have a bad mass airflow sensor, but we got heat working and it's running good. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you want more content like this, comment below. Thank you for watching.